The time has come once again to do the impossible. Calculate Rick's season totals. Well, impossible for Discovery anyway. Luckily, I'm here with more wild guesses and random speculation. So break out those mechanical pencils and let's get started and figure out Rick's season 10 total. It's hard to know anything about the real totals of Gold Rush, so I'm basing everything on what we're told and assuming it's true. This is a reality TV show after all. And no, I'm not calculating any payments Rick is getting from Discovery to appear on the show. This video's sole purpose is to figure out Rick's effectiveness as a gold miner. Rick ends his season on his first claim with 480 ounces of gold. But we know it's not refined gold. Usually after refining, we find it's only about 85% pure. So we have to downgrade his real total on the first claim to about 408 ounces. His royalty to the claim owner is 15%, meaning a payment of 61.2 ounces, leaving Rick with a new total of 346.8 ounces. Then in the final week, he moves to his second claim and finds 67.09 ounces. After refinement, that drops down to 57.03 ounces, which requires a 10% royalty of 5.7 ounces, leaving him with 51.33 ounces. Putting the two claim totals together, Rick ends his season with 398.13 ounces. All season, they have used a rough estimate of gold selling for $1,400 an ounce, giving Rick a cash total at the end of the season of $557,382. And if I want to be generous, I can also include the return of his reclamation bond from Seamus, giving him another $100,000, ending up, theoretically, with $657,382 for a season cash total. And now the expenses. Let's start with some of the big stuff. Week 6 sees the purchase of Monster Red for $500,000. And in Week 1, he rents a Washplant for $2,000 a week, and keeps it for 8 weeks for a total of $16,000. He leases a hopper feeder from Tony in Week 8 for a total of $20,000, and in Week 21, he has to rent an entire site of equipment. If just a Washplant goes for $2,000 a week, let's put this entire investment at $10,000, for a total expense cost of $546,000. After subtracting those expenses, Rick's new season profit is $111,382. So far, so good. He then pays out an $11,000 bonus to each of his 6 main crew members, leaving him with $45,382. Of course, then there's Freddie as well, who spent 7 different weeks with Rick. Does he get a base pay or a bonus? Let's just throw a bonus his way as well, dropping Rick down to $34,382. Then in Week 13, he hires 2 geologists to survey his land. That can't be free. So just to even out the numbers, let's say they get paid $382, leaving Rick with a profit of $34,000. Well, that's not too bad for a year's work, I suppose. Wait, am I forgetting something? Let's see, oh yeah, fuel. Several times they mention, both this season and last, how Rick is spending thousands of dollars a day on fuel. Let's interpret thousands as $2,000 a day for 120 days, and Rick spends $240,000, giving him a new total of negative $206,000. And all of this assumes he doesn't pay any business taxes, or have any surprise repair costs, or pay for any unforeseen equipment rentals, or make any unplanned beer runs, or pay for the tooth Freddie lost in Week 7. So remind me again how he's breaking even at 500 ounces? And if you really want to get technical, he ended last year at negative $409,000, giving him a 2-year gold mining total of negative $615,000. And if you're asking yourself, I thought he did better last year. Yes, he got more gold, but he spent a lot more to get it. If you really want to remember how bad he did, I'll leave a link to the video I made last year in the description. This year, there were many weeks when his crew didn't seem to do any mining at all, be it because of breakdowns, Washplant rebuilds, or random hunting for new ground. To say it was a bad 2 years would be kind. And who do we blame? This year he had really bad ground, that's true, but Rick did decide to go there and spend a lot of money on the quest for the elusive big nuggets. Many have compared Rick to Todd Hoffman, and I've got a funny feeling that Rick now regrets a lot of the Todd Hoffman jokes he made in the past. You know, a wise man once told me, no guts, no glory. But then a wiser man told me, when you find yourself in a hole, stop digging. Well, unless Discovery is paying you to be there. Then, dig on, my friends. Dig on.